Okay, thank you. My bad. I didn't even know I had my mic muted. So, let's just start over again. Okay, so we're testing out No Man's Sky here, and I was just talking to myself for the past 15 minutes. Nonetheless, as I said, here on the right, I have the backplate of the M1 MacBook Air, which is the base model as usual, 8 gigabytes of RAM, 8 CPU cores, and 7 GPU cores. This also has 256 gigabytes of SSD, and in addition to all that, I modded this MacBook about a month ago. So I applied the thermal pad in this area, which in theory is supposed to help dissipate heat throughout the back plate, which is aluminum, and that would help with heat. But that won't avoid the system from actually throttling. It'll eventually throttle, of course. So as I said, we've been okay. So we the settings are at I think 1080p, blah blah blah, and the rest is default. So right now I'm just running around this really weird world trying to find my starship. Hopefully I'll be able to find something. And we're just going to be playing the game for a while, 15-20 minutes, see what happens. See if it throttles. Can't I do anything here? Okay, no, I just destroyed that. Let's see if I can find my ship. We're going to take a quick look here at temperatures. Yeah, right now it's still around 56, 56 and a half. And I'm just monitoring the area where I, carried out the mod. So that's where lots of heat's going to concentrate. So look at that, 56, 57 degrees already around there. While we roam this world, frame rate isn't doing that bad, to be honest. Like, it's not a locked 60 FPS, but it's not like 15. So let's see what's going on. See if I can find that ship. Draw distance seems pretty fair. Like, it does look like crap over there at the end, but we are playing on the M1 Mac. Though I think everything is set at high. Let's just check here once again. Graphics, 1080p, blah, blah, blah. Preset high. Okay. Metal FX temporal. And this says at performance. Okay, not bad. So let's just keep playing. See how far we can get. Obviously, I'd love to find my ship, which I believe is one of the first missions. At least when I tried the game back in the day, you'd have to find your ship and carry out some repairs. So, but I do remember there being like a map or something like that, or a waypoint, or I'm not sure, but something like that. So as I said earlier, the vibration is enabled on the controller, and that's pretty cool. I find that pretty neat. We did pair the Xbox One S controller to the MacBook Air. And, so far, frame rate's at 60 FPS, really depending on what's going on screen. Let's quickly turn around here, see what's happening. Frame rate does seem to hold. Okay, so we're using the jetpack now, and we saw that the frame rate did drop to around 54 frames per second. Let's just keep running around. Got this little weird alien creature around here. Okay, frame rate dropped like crazy. What's going on? Maybe there's, I don't know, 46, 47 frames per second. Is my ship around here? No, it's nowhere to be seen. What a pity. This is a really, really weird world. Okay. Looked like pearls in there. What happens if I destroy this? What do I get? Carbon? Okay. Where is my ship? Okay, let's just take a quick look at the temperatures out here. So my God, look at that. The system is already at 85 degrees. And the performance cores, well, they seem to be hovering at around 93, 94 degrees. You know, not bad, but we will, oh my God, look at the SSD, 62 degrees. So, oh my God, that's a lot. But that's probably the mod, right? It's just spreading all the heat across the system. And what else do we have here? GPU 75. The die's at 80. But of course, I minimized the game, and look at that. All of a sudden, temperature drops. So we go back into the game. Let's just go back. Let's see how far we can get before it actually starts to throttle. Well, right now, the frame rate, okay, it was dropping a bit. It did feel like it was getting choppy. A bit of lag, though, but yeah, like now it's running at 60 frames per second. Okay, not bad. Come on, I need my ship. Okay, there's like an antenna or something around there. Let's see if that's something useful. It feels like it's lagging, it's stuttering or something, despite the frame rate at around 60 frames per second. Okay, let's head over to that antenna. Maybe that can help us. That's quick temperature check around here. 58 degrees. Oh my God. I'm going to be able to cook steak on this. Look at that. Look at that. 58, 57. Wow. 58, 58 and a half. But the game is still at 60 frames per second, so I don't know. Okay, waypoint. Nice. Yes, finally. So where is my ship? Minor settlement detected. Anything else? What's that supposed to be? All this yellow stuff here. I have no clue. Settings. Well, as you guys can see, these settings are set at... Resolution is set at 1080p. We have a triple buffered VSync. FPS is locked at 60. The preset is set at high. And the rest, well, you guys can see Metal FX Temporal, Quality's Performance. I don't know, that was default. All I changed was resolution. I dropped it down from 1440p, and I raised the frame rate from 30 to 60. So, you know, everything's pretty default right now. Now, those aliens don't seem very friendly. So I'm just going to go back to the waypoint here. Or we might just go to that settlement over there. Arrive in 6 hours. Okay, no, we cannot go there. That's just too far away. I definitely need to find my starship. It looks fluid. It feels fluid, like, except for the stuttering that's every now and then. But I do have to say that the system is suffering a lot. How can I choose that? No, damaged container. So I want this. I want to harvest this. Okay, good, great, excellent, perfect. Let's search this. Now, guys, remember that this is my my M1 has been modded, so performance might be slightly different to that on the standard M1 MacBook Air, obviously, of course. Having it modded is not necessarily a good thing, because as you guys just saw before, temperatures are extremely high. We're going to just check the temperature here once again. Look at that. It's almost already at 60 degrees, if not 54, 59.4. that would burn your legs. That would just burn your lap like crazy. 56. Wow, this world is just too warm for me. 57. 50. Yeah, so that's extremely warm. Let's see how warm it is. Yeah, it burns. Wow. Wow. That is hot. Jesus, 60 degrees. Oh my God, that is burning. That is burning like crazy. I can't even touch it. 60 degrees. Wow. That is a lot. We're putting the, we're stressing the machine a lot. But, you know, so far it hasn't throttled. Frame rate is still 60 FPS. But if you were to play like this for 3 hours, you'd fry your whole MacBook. So this is definitely not the way to go. Oh, there's a ship up there. Help, help. I'm over here. Okay. That doesn't look like that ship's coming to me. Maybe it'll pick up my laser? I don't know. Come pick me up, buddy. Don't go away. Come help me. Oh, man. Come here. Man, you should stop and pick me up. Can you give me a lift? Nope. No lifts. Okay, so we're just going to keep walking to the minor settlement. It says 6 hours, but hope not. So I'm picking up some lag here in this area. It dropped around 50 frames per second. We're going to check temperatures once again. $56. Ouch, that hurt. Oh my God. 56. 57. What about up here? 40 over here. 37 down here. 41 over there. 42 down at this corner. 46. So basically it's heating up like crazy where the thermal mod was applied. And let's also check the system information. Let's see what the system is telling me. So it's giving me 77 degrees right here. Okay. Let's just double check here. The performance cores. Oh, so it's throttling. It's throttling. Yeah, you see how the temperature is dropping already and it's not keeping up. That's because the system has throttled. So now it's just a matter of seeing if performance can keep up. It's got some really weird creatures around here. And how do I run? Here we go. I hope he doesn't get tired. It is very warm outside, though. 59 degrees Celsius, just like the MacBook. I hope he doesn't get tired. Oh, we got more stuff around here. Let's see what we can pick up. Some random shit here on the ground. So we have a damaged container here. And we have some rusted metal. Let's just quick transfer that. That should be good. To my exosuit. And what about this? Let's search this. Okay, more carbon. Don't want to know. Oh, more things around here. Nice. Let's check that. More health at maximum. Great. The container. What do we have here? More metal. Junk. Okay, why not? Let's just pick it all up. Who cares? And let's just keep moving. Wow, it's getting very warm in this world. And let's see the computer. So it has dropped, like, I'm not picking up anything above, okay, 56. 54, 54, 54, 53.8, 49. Okay, let's check the corners once again. Not bad. Not bad. 37, okay. Because obviously around here are the batteries. And down here is where the logic board is. And in this area is where we applied the mod. So obviously all that heat is focused right there. And it's quickly spreading across the backplate. So not bad, I guess. 42, 40 something. Obviously it burns to the touch. Yeah, it does. Well, not that bad. It's not the 60 degrees we had before. Nonetheless, it's still very warm. You wouldn't be able to put this on your lap, so kind of defeats the purpose of a laptop. However, in this case, I just have it, connected to the external capture card, and works for me. Still pretty. Oh my God. Okay, I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt you, buddy. I think this guy is just struggling with so much heat. Arrive in 6 hours, but is that 6 hours real time? Like real lifetime? I hope not. Let's just keep moving ahead. So, quick check here at temperatures. Yeah, the temperature definitely dropped. Look at that, 74 degrees. And the performance, so you guys can see obviously that the system has dropped. So it was able to sustain that performance from, let's say it was 52 to around here. So it lasted for like 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, the system just started to throttle. But it will be interesting to see, as I said earlier, if it can still hold performance despite the system throttling. Yeah, of course, it's throttling like crazy. Even the player's throttling. Look at that. It's so warm in this world. 58.4 degrees Celsius. Good thing the guy's wearing an exosuit. Let's just check here the black backplate once again. Yeah, the temperature has definitely dropped around 4 to 5 degrees here. We were hitting around 60 degrees before, but now it's doing much better. Performance, as you guys can see, well, it's not doing that bad. It's not, that it's getting choppy. It's not 60 FPS. Looking at it, it just dropped to 38. The game is somewhat struggling to hold on, and it's just getting worse. Look at it. Now it's down to 40, 50. It's definitely not holding up. So yeah, performance has taken a hit. Why is everything like just, what's going on? I can't believe I haven't been able to find my ship. What do we have around here? We have some water. Oh, more junk. I don't want junk. Oh, so let's just keep moving. So, as you guys can see here, the frame rate is a mess. And so are the temperatures. So, definitely, on the M1 MacBook Air, 1080p high isn't working for us that well. It's jumping up and down. It's going from 30 to 50, 50 to 30, hovering anywhere between the 45. You guys can see right now it just dropped again to 40, 30, 35 frames per second. Definitely not good, doing good. So we're going to do something here. We're going to test, see if I can get out of this world. Where's my starship? Out of range, eh? The multi-tool. And how do I just quit the game? Okay, here we go. Yeah, perfect. We're done with that. And now let's just go here into the options menu, and we're going to drop everything. So we're going to drop resolution to 900p. That should be fine. We're going to set everything to enhanced. And what do we have here? We have performance, quality, balance, performance. And this is provides high image quality with improved frame rates, tempo upscaling. Okay, let's set this to spatial. Okay, let's apply. Okay, we got to restart. No problem. We'll restart. Let's go for it. And yeah, let's restart the game. So definitely, guys, definitely, this game isn't going to run at 1080p 60 FPS on the M1 MacBook Air. So I'm sorry to get your expectations crushed, but as you guys can see and feel, the game wasn't doing that good. So let's move over here to that new resolution. We're going to start a new game on a new world. Fewer systems to manage, lower costs, creative. Explore and create freely, no cost. Okay, let's just do some creative stuff here so we can roam around without actually having to worry about health, heat, cold, this and that and whatnot. We can actually just test the game. So right now the intro is lagging like crazy. That's probably because the system has throttled. Let's check out the temperature, see if we actually gave it a break. Okay, not bad, not bad. We're seeing here anywhere between 51, 52 degrees in this area. Top left corner, 37. Top right corner, 37. Up here in the middle, 37 as well. Middle left, middle right, and where the mod is. Okay, so the game looks really crappy now. This resolution really isn't looking good. The game just lost a lot of quality. And how do I get this up and running? Nope, that wasn't. Let's get back into my ship here. How do I get this up and running? Nope. Okay. No. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's fly around the world, see what happens. But the quality now, look at the draw distance. It's just horrible. The game looks really bad right now at this resolution. Yeah, it does. It definitely looks like PlayStation 2. Like, I'd just rather not play at this resolution. The game looks like crap. This is my honest review. I'm not trying to sugarcoat anything, obviously. This is the entry-level M1 MacBook Air, and it is what it is, right? Still, the frame rate is, you know, that's the same feeling I had when I bought this game. I remember I bought it, I got all hyped with it, and I wanted to really test it out on the NVIDIA platform, that streaming platform they have. But as I said earlier, my ping to the NVIDIA servers was around 35 to 40 milliseconds. And if you add to that all the input lag and all that crap, it was just unplayable. It was unplayable in a different manner because obviously it was more of like, you know, graphics. It was looking crazy. But if it was more of just, you know, the input lag was just way too much. In this case, it's more of the game just looking like, yeah, like a PlayStation 2 game right now. Look at the mountain is just developing itself while we're getting near. Look at that. It's really bad. Really, really bad. But, you know, on the other hand, frame rate isn't doing that bad. You know, we're seeing 57, 58 frames per second. But this definitely is not the sweet spot. Yeah, it's really, really ugly. So, you know, what we got to do now is we got to try to test the game maybe at 1080p 30 FPS because you do want some quality. Obviously, this is looking like you know, really bad. Look at that. Like the trees are just disappearing. Some are appearing. It's really bad. So let's see if I can land somewhere around here. Let's just see if we can land. How does this land? Maybe not the best place to land, but we gotta give it a shot. Maybe up here. Nope. Over here with Mr. Crab. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, I think I hit the wrong button. Oh, wait, no, I don't want to go out into space, do I? Okay. We're going out into space. This is usually not a good idea because I don't know how far away I'm from another world. So let's just land again in here. Let's just land again. Look at that. It's really bad. Oh my god. Look at that. It's like 2D. So we definitely got to raise the resolution here. Let's see if we can land. The graphics, man. The graphics look horrible. Like how everything, the draw distance, how everything is just coming up. The performance isn't doing that bad right now. But it's just the 900p resolution. It's just too poor for this game. Like, well, yeah, I understand that it's bad in general, but this is just making everything worse. Let's see if I can land this right here. I just want to land. I'm just gonna jump out of this. Oh, here we go. Initiating landing sequence. Perfect. Okay. So now that we're out of our ship. Yeah, it is an old game, but you know, 53, 54 degrees over back here. Does it still burn? Yeah, it definitely still burns to the touch. Of course, you know, you really want to enjoy the scenery, you know. It's all about visiting different types of worlds with different types of biomes and, you know, different types of weird plants and aliens, and everything just looks like so choppy. And look at that, like, what's going on here? Well, this game did go through a lot of trouble. I remember when it launched, like everybody was so hyped about it, and then they had to pull out like a really, really important update. I think that there was like a huge update for this game because they really screwed up at the beginning. But this just look at the animal here. Oh my god, I've seen PlayStation 2 games with look at that. No, it's not cutting edge graphics, obviously. But, you know, then again, it could be, you know, the system not being able to perform better. Like, I'm sure if we were to play this on, you know, the latest i7, RTX, GTX, 3090, 4090, whatever you want to call it, you'd be playing 1440p 4K, you know. No, it didn't. It didn't. Like, the concept behind the game is actually, it's a pretty good idea, and probably due to that, they had to cut back somewhere. Well, you're probably right. Low poly. So we're going to do it. We're going to just change one thing here. We're going to go to display and graphics. We're going to go back to 1080p. Yeah, the textures, the draw distance. Yeah, it's a mess, to be honest. And we're just going to drop the frame rate to 30. Just like we did with Resident Evil 8. I remember that in the end, you just had to leave it at 30. Draw distance. No, there's nothing about draw distance here. So we're going to drop it to 1080p 30 FPS, keep it on enhanced. Let's just apply here. That's it. Don't have to reset. Perfect. Okay, so all of a sudden with that boost in resolution, the game looks somewhat better. But 30 FPS feels just too choppy. It's just too choppy. Come on, it's like... I know it's not lagging because the system's telling me that it's running at locked 30 FPS. But this just reminds me of back in the Xbox 360 days, you know? PlayStation 3, Xbox 360. One would expect more. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It wasn't locking at 30 FPS. But it kind of reminds me of the games back in the day, you know, back when we had the PlayStation 3 and at the beginning of the generation. Because don't get me wrong, there are some pretty good looking games for the PlayStation 3. And same goes for the Xbox. Had some really nice looking games. So, you know, at least we're not seeing any drops in frame rate. It's running at 30 FPS, so, you know, not bad. Let's check some temperatures here on the backplate where the mod is. Temperatures did go up a little more. Yeah, Burnout 3, you know, on PlayStation 2 with Aether SX2. Boosting up that resolution. Makes it look really good. Looks like some weird alien sheep. Or goat, maybe. Looks like some funky goat. Offer food. I can offer it food. Yeah, let's offer food. Here you go, buddy. Interact with animal. Oh, I can collect the milk, so it might be some kind of, you know, alien goat. No, let's just adopt it. Let's see what happens here. Oh, it's ratty ratty. Why is it feeling sad? I didn't know the animals had emotions. It's feeling sad. Oh my god, come here. Okay, I can pat. Nice. I don't know, it's some random name that the game just gave it. Let's pat it again. Oh, it's loving it, eh? It's loving attention. Nice. Let's give it a treat. This is crazy. This is much more fun than the whole game, you know? Yeah, Pet Simulator, you know? We're having fun. I'm not sure if I'm playing The Sims or if I'm playing No Man's Sky. Okay, and I can even customize its appearance. Oh my god. So this is the best they've got for me? Let's make it orange. What is that? Machinery on the animal. Or is that just to collect milk? What else can I do here? I don't know. Ratty Ratty is feeling happy. Let's see. Let's give it a treat, you know. It's so well behaved here. Oh, induce egg gestating. Wow. Sure. Can you come back with me? Come over here. Come on. There we go. Let's go back to our ship. I wonder if you have to like... Yeah, it is following me. Oh my god. This game's actually starting to be fun. Currently scouting ahead. Okay, not bad. That's good, you know. It's scouting ahead of me just in case there are other funky alien animals. What happened? Where's my ratty ratty? Let's go back to the ship. Where's my ship? Is it that over there? Nope. Did I lose my ship? Yeah, it's actually, it's kind of fun to have a buddy, you know? Kind of reminds me of Resident Evil, sorry. Fallout 4. Or I think you could have a dog following you around. Yeah, I probably could kill Ratty Ratty, but do we want to? This is one of his peers, you know. Maybe let's see what happens. Oh, poor buddy. That wasn't nice at all, was it? Nah, I don't think so. Anyways, we can get... Oh my god, look at the tree. It's dancing for us. Oh my god, poor animal. I hope I hope Ratty Ratty didn't see it. Okay, where's Ratty Ratty? Ratty Ratty! Was that where my ship is? 700 meters away? Is that it? Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's just go to my starship. There we go. It's at 702 units away. Units of measurement. Let's just check the temperatures here. So 54 degrees. So guys, this is it actually. 1080p 30 FPS. Let's just check the system in general, see how this is going. We're seeing here 75 degrees, which isn't that bad. And the CPUs, the performance cores are hovering at around 8 degrees. So, you know, this is below throttling zone. So in theory, we should be able to play this game at this resolution and at this frame rate. Oh, you think so? 60 degrees, so it's still throttling? I should open that other app we have to see if it is throttling. It still burns though, you know? It's still at around, oh my god. Burns to the touch. 52, 53, 51 around there. Let's see the top left corner. 37. Okay, what about around here? 38. Around the middle. 42. Over here to the left. 38. To the right. 41. The bottom left corner, where the actual USB-C cable is, where it's actually getting its power. And to the right, 43. So it's just in this area here, right over here, where I applied the thermal mod. Yeah, I know, like in theory you're supposed to be like, this also has like the Minecraft touch, you know, where you can actually build platforms, you can build a base. That's the thing. That's what I'm talking about. Like, it's so choppy and everything just starts popping up. There's a lot of popping going on. And yeah, building is pretty huge, but then again, like, you can't build with such choppy performance. But, you know, don't get me wrong. This is the M1 MacBook Air, so. Multiplayer building is fun. Probably, yeah, just going out and about and gathering resources and, you know, making your base bigger, sorry. I'm sure it's tons of fun. But I guess you just got to play this on, you know, a high-end PC. I wonder actually how performance is on, you know, with the, you know, like a GTX 3080 or something like that. I wonder if it's any good. Oh man, I wish the jetpack lasted a little longer. Let's go back to the ship. Let's go out to space, see what happens. And you know about our little companion guy? No, they did. Yeah, they did actually. They did. They pulled out an update. I remember that the game was really bad at launch, but I'm not really sure if they fixed it. Where's my ship? Okay, there is Ratty Ratty feeling wired. Do you have one? Do you have these guys around Baltimore or something like that? Where's my ship? Oh, recently. Oh, okay. Yeah, they run the city. Yeah, maybe for the new generation consoles. No, this is definitely not that. It does feel like it's the old version of No Man's Sky, right? The frame rate is starting to struggle a little bit now. Look at that. It's getting a few hiccups, a little bit of stuttering here and there. A few ships around there. Where's my ship? Like, it can't be that far away. Oh, it's over there. Okay. Yeah, I haven't tested. Like of course, if we were to test this game on the NVIDIA streaming platform, it would look really good. Like I remember the game looking nice and sharp. You know, you can usually it hosts the game on a high-end PC with, you know, the high-end graphics cards, and it looks really nice and sharp. However, you know, streaming has its limitations, and well, you know, you're subject to your internet connection, your latency, input lag, and, you know, only, you know, as much information can go through the internet. It's not like you're connected to the HDMI cable, right? So let's move out. Okay, so look at the ship. You know, the ship and the mountain are one now. So, you know, it's a disaster. Let's move out. There we go. Let's go into deep space. Let's get off. Oh, ratty. Poor fella. Well, you know, we'll come back someday. And let's go elsewhere. Somewhere else. Let's see. Oh my god, I'm taking massive hits here. On the asteroid belt. Isn't there like hyperspace or something here? Shouldn't there be like hyperspace? Like the Millennium Falcon? Or is this just as fast as it goes? Can it go faster? Nope. Looks like this is as fast as it goes. Incoming message. Well, accept the message. Oh, I can shoot. I didn't know that. Oh my god. Okay. No hyperspeed. Oh, is that another planet over there? Okay, we're gonna go there. Let's check that out. So going back to performance while we travel through space, let's take a look here at the backplate of the M1 MacBook Air. Everything is basically better. Lightning, I mean, effects. Yeah, obviously it's you know, lately they've been pulling out lots of patches for games, for existing games on newer generations. But damn, it's like IC Pose said earlier, you know, like you'd expect a 2016 game to run much better, given that, you know, Resident Evil 8. Yeah, it I don't know. Or maybe, I don't know. Like, you know, on Andy's video where he mentions that, you know, he thinks that this is, you know, it's going to be aimed at VR. But still, I still see, like, I can see the game in VR, you know, like handling your multi-purpose tool or whatever you want to call it, and being able to move shit around. That's probably going to be pretty cool with VR. But, you know, it is what it is, you know. It's like... I'd like to see that. Like, well, there's still lots to see with VR. Like, is it going to be connected to a computer? Will it be independent? What chip is it going to have? Because obviously, if it's going to have like the same chip, it has to be. If it's going to be well, it could be wireless, but still. But think about it. Think about it. If we have the M1 in this computer right here, and it's struggling to keep the game running at what, 1080p, 30 FPS. I don't know. Like, I don't know how much processing power. Like, this thing burns, man. You touch it, it burns. You know, and that's gonna be on your head. Yeah, exactly. Maybe it'll have, like, you know, what they're doing lately with all the, you know, let's say, right, what are we at? The A16 chip now on the mobile devices. And, you know, like, for example, on the watch, they have like a, you know, modded version of the, God knows, whatever. And, you know, even the M chip is a modded version of the A15 or whatever, you know. So it'll probably be something similar to that. But still, if you're going to have this on your head, we can't tolerate heat. So I'm guessing that maybe. Yeah, okay. So let's just say that it's not going to be wired, because obviously, it wouldn't be cool if it was tethered, right? That would be annoying. However, they gonna, like, Sony did pull out this technology with the PlayStation 5 VR that I think it had like small cameras that would track or are able to track where you're looking at. So, for example, if you're looking at the center, yeah, exactly. So it really depends on where your eyes are focusing at. So it kind of like exactly it downgrades the performance and the resolution where you're not looking at. And as soon as you look towards, whichever direction of the screen or whatever, it'll start like just fixing the resolution and whatnot in that area. So it has to do all this in real time. But then again, the PlayStation VR, I think it is tethered to the PlayStation 5, obviously. So the PlayStation 5 is doing all the hustling. But then again, it's like what, $600, $700. So it's not that expensive. Yeah, exactly. It's tethered, but you're paying $500, $600. So if it's not going to be tethered, the only thing that I can think of is something similar to either it having its own chip, or either using some technology like AirDrop. Because to be honest with you guys, ever since I upgraded my router, and I have like a much more improved 5G Wi-Fi connection, I've been able to transfer. Like the other day, I transferred a movie from my Mac Mini to the MacBook Air. It was like 9 gigabytes. I transferred it through AirDrop, and it was transferring at like 80, 90 megabytes per second. Well, maybe it's not using Wi-Fi display, but maybe it could like help, with the information. So maybe like part of the computational, all the stuff that has to do with is it's very sensitive, and I think it's running at 120 frames, 120 hertz, right? It's like 4K small screens. Yeah, I tested the what's it called, the PlayStation 4 VR when I tried that, which was like really low quality. I tried Resident Evil 7, which was really cool. Like, don't get me wrong, the experience was out of this world. Being able to just like walk around in a room in Resident Evil 7 and like just look at everything. Well, it was looking good, but I did get motion sickness, and actually like even 1 or 2 hours after having stopped playing the game, after stopped using the goggles and all that, I still had motion sickness. It was very dizzy. But one of my friends told me that was due to low resolution and low refresh rate. So about 6 months ago, I tested out, Facebook's, what do they call? I don't know, Facebook's VR, Meta's VR, whatever it's called, Oculus, I believe it's called. I tried that one, which was not tethered. And that had better technology than the PlayStation 4 VR. And I did not get motion sickness from that. So hopefully whatever Apple comes out with, I'm sure they will have taken that into account. Now, there's another problem with VR, which I did suffer with PlayStation 4 VR and the Oculus Rift, are glasses. Glasses are a mess because, we all have different frames, and they don't all like universally fit into the goggles. Like, I do know that the high-end Oculus VR headset, it does have like some extra plastic thingy so that your glasses can fit in. Exactly, it's a case-to-case scenario. Like, I have my frame's pretty big, but if you have like low-profile glasses, maybe it's not that bad. But then also you're getting pressure here on the sides, right? Like, everything's just, clamping in on your head. I don't know, like you could try and use contact lenses, but then again, I never play with contact lenses because you don't blink as often as you do in the real world, and you're just like staring at a screen, so your eyes dry up fairly quickly. I don't know. We'll have to see. Like Apple, they've been holding back this project for like what 5-6 years now, and usually Apple, they're known for waiting until the technology is right. It's not like we're just gonna try to release proof of concept. No, it's more like, okay, if we're gonna put a huge price tag on this, it might as well work. But with Apple, well, yeah, obviously it'll be an announcement, and we're gonna see how the public reacts. Obviously, if you follow Mac rumors, shareholders have already seen this, probably already tested it, probably have given them green light with it. But I'm more excited about AR more than just VR. Like, the high-end Oculus VR goggles, whatever that is, the ability to have like multiple screens in front of you, multitask and work. I found that actually quite interesting, especially my job where I'm working with like 3 screens at once. And each screen at work, it has it's cheap, and having all of that in VR could, if it's fast, if it's quick, I could see that happening in the future. Just like sitting at your desk, putting on some goggles, either be it AR or VR, and combining everything together. Like AR would be nice because obviously you'd have your fellow coworkers next to you, and it would be cool to like be able to work and see them and be able to collaborate with them. Nonetheless, also having the ability to have like 2-3 screens of whichever size in front of you, and to have like a fluid operating system to be able to work with it, to actually be productive. It's all about productivity. However, Microsoft did come out with the HoloLens. I remember they came out with that, but I'm not sure if they're further. I know it's all about it's the corporate world, man. It's all about corporate. I'm not even using my Windows HP laptop anymore. I'm through with that. I'm using this. I take this to work. Much better, much more productive. It's so much faster to work. But anyway, like I was saying before, like Microsoft had these HoloLens, and it was I think they developed it for the industrial industry and whatnot, like so that people could communicate. I don't know. It wasn't released to. I remember back in one of the E3s, they tested it out with Minecraft, and you'd be able to pull out your Minecraft world onto a table, zoom in, zoom out. But we never saw that in as a consumer. We never actually got to see that, and I'm not even sure if they're still developing that. I have no idea of where HoloLens is right now. I'm not even sure if we're ready for AR, VR. Like, we're just gonna have to wait and see what Apple comes out with, because I trust Apple. Usually when they come out with a product, it's ready to sell, and they sell like hotcakes too. But we're just gonna have to wait. Yeah, I'm curious too. It's like, obviously the rumored price tag at $3,000 is a lot of money, but we all know that Apple delivers. If Apple's charging you $2,000, $3,000, they usually deliver quality, cost. Yeah, exactly. Like everybody remembers the Apple Watch first gen, which was really like a hunk. It was. If you look at it now, it's like, my God, they actually can. Or the first iPad. You guys remember the first iPad? But the good thing about Apple is that if the products are a success and the market actually accepts it and enjoys it, they keep on developing. Yeah. But the competition right now in VR, who's competing right now in VR? We have Facebook, and with the Oculus headset, and then what do we have? We have Sony, but Sony's make, it's kind of like they're creating their own market, right? Because yeah, quality, yeah, obviously quality wise, I have no doubt. Whatever we're gonna see, it's gonna be the best of the best. They're gonna give us all that marketing garbage. It's gonna be like the best class aluminum, the best class glass, the best class speakers, and it's always gonna be like some engineering breakthrough. Yeah, light, portable, with lots of battery life. Yeah, for sure. Like I have no doubt. Because Apple always delivers, and usually they ain't taking, like, if we've all been following Apple for the past 5 to 10 years, they don't risk anything anymore. Usually it's either, at least in the mobile market, it's Samsung's always the first one coming out with 100x zoom and this and that, and like super fast ultra charging battery. You can charge your battery in 3 seconds and maybe burn your house down, but yeah, you can do it, right? But Apple hasn't. Maybe Apple, yeah, Samsung's always been ahead in that regard, but not with the quality that Apple has. Yeah, like I remember back in the days when you had the Samsung Galaxy S6, S7, S8, with the rounded edges and that OLED display. Apple was still housing these, LCD Retina resolution screens, which, looked okay, but yeah, face detection. But Apple actually did a great job at face detection. I do have to be honest with this. I still prefer Touch ID. I kind of get annoyed at Face ID, but I find that it fails, more than it should. Yeah, Touch ID, especially that second or third generation of Touch ID, they came out when it ended with what was it? The iPhone 8, I believe, and then the iPhone SE. The iPhone, the second SE. Yeah, like the other day, I let my hair grow. Like I got like long curly hair, right? So I let my hair grow for like, I don't know, 6, 7 months, 8 months. And then I cut my hair, and, Face ID struggled for the first few times, until it actually recognized that it was me. So it's like, And then at nighttime, you're on your bed, you're lying, on your side, and it's like, okay, well, like, find my fucking, and you end up just punching in your PIN code. I know of a few people that actually have disabled Face ID for, to unlock their screen. They just find it too annoying. So security wise, obviously it's much more secure than Touch ID or a PIN code, right? But it's not as reliable. And I've also heard that it's a very, very sensitive. The parts that actually detect your face are very sensitive. Like your phone can fall and it can bust. So I don't know. But on the other hand, it's kind of cool what can be done. With the emojis and the memojis and all that stuff, that it can actually detect your face, and it'll render one-to-one with your memoji what's going on. So they've got some pretty cool things going on there. But still, Touch ID in my opinion. But then again, for example, as you said, Samsung, or I don't know if it's Samsung or Xiaomi or whatever, they already have the under-display fingerprint scanner, right? And Apple hasn't done that. Why? I don't know. Maybe they don't consider it safe enough, secure enough, reliable, or they just don't have the technology. I don't know. Or maybe they're just not going down that road. Who knows? Same thing goes with the under-screen camera. I think with the Samsung, the one that flips or the one that folds, I think. Yeah, I think the latest model, exactly. The latest model actually had the camera under the screen. And, when you're looking at it, it's like, okay, I can definitely feel or sense the punch hole there. And then when I put the camera on, there's like this blurriness to it. Can I shoot here? I shouldn't. I think. So, in the end, it's Apple's not risking anything anymore. It is, but it's taking them time. And now we're going to have the Island. The Island came out with the 14. It'll stay with us on the 15 and probably on the 16. Usually they keep technology for anywhere, for 3 iterations, for 3 years. I think with the iPhone 15, yeah, exactly, on all models for the 15, yeah. To be honest, it's not that much of a deal. My partner has the iPhone 13 Pro. She has the notch. I have the Island. Not that big of a deal. At the end of the day, it's not like I'm using it a lot. Like, it's not exactly. Yeah, but, I remember back in the keynote, they were like, oh, you can always, you can tap up here and you'd be able to open up this app, or you can check your music. But at the end of the day, you're holding your phone like this, right? You're holding it around the middle bottom. And to be able to stretch your thumb all the way up to the top, God forgive if you're using the Max version, it's way too, it's just, I don't know. You have to actually hold it with one hand and then use the other hand with your finger. So it's faster just to swipe up and go into the music app rather than just like trying to stretch your thumb all the way up to the top. I think that's my opinion after having used. I've had the 14 Pro since, I don't know, when it came out, October or something like that, September, October. So I've had it for like what, maybe 6, 7, 8 months now. And I'm telling you guys, it's not that. Well, yeah, no, of course. Like what they did, the way it's been like seamlessly, integrated into the screen, that's awesome. That's really awesome. And it's like a small like command center up there, something's always going on up there. Oh my God, is that like water? No. Oh my God. We almost crashed into the ocean here. So we just made it here onto a new planet. There are some platforms there in the water over there. Oh, they're not platforms. They're just like small islands. You see? Like, look at, what are we looking at right now? A huge blue blob in the middle of the sky? It's like... Nah, yeah. No, like, honestly, like, the island is pretty cool, but it's not something that I'd say, oh my God, I really need this. I really need this. No. There are much more important things like the refresh rate, the camera, RAM. It's not like a killer deal. Temperature-wise, guys, the laptop is... The backplate is still hovering at around 54 degrees. And the system will probably be at around 75 degrees. Let's just check it out for 1 second here. Yeah, look at that. 75 degrees. Not bad. So I guess we hit the sweet spot here at 1080p 30 FPS. And this is it. This is it for No Man's Sky on the M1 MacBook Air. So just as bad as it was on the console 5 years ago. I don't know. Maybe it's what Andy said, like this is just like they're just getting it ready for VR. Like I can really see this happening with VR. Oh yeah, for sure. Like they're not going to get rid of that. They need that to sell. And also, to be honest, I haven't seen those many 14 Pros around, at least where I live. People are still holding on to the 13s. Like the 13 Pro, I have to be honest with you guys. My brother and my partner, they both have the iPhone 13 Pro, okay? And I have the 14 Pro. Well, they have a much, much better battery life than I do. Like my daily average is anywhere between on screen, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours. And they usually get up to like 7, 8, 9 hours a day. So, I kind of felt with any announcement. Yeah. They just released it. But if it is coming out with for VR, then it should be on the App Store. That for sure. Yeah, that's exactly what we were talking about earlier. Like, okay, so with 8 gigabytes of RAM and the M1, and it's running this bad, and it's producing this amount of heat on your head, what's going to happen? Unless they pull out some really freaky technology like Sony did with their PlayStation 5 VR, we talked about this a while ago with the whole eye tracking system. I don't know. I guess we'll see in a few days, like WWDC is coming up pretty soon. And it could be a year. I don't know. I don't know. Like if they do talk about it, yeah, exactly. It would be crazy for your eyes and your head and everything. So they definitely got something up their sleeve. They definitely have to have something up their sleeve. I don't know. Or maybe they're just waiting for a patch for this game. Can I land somewhere, please? What about here? Let's just land here. I'm tired of driving. Well, that's what I was gonna say. If they show us the VR this next what is it, the 7th of June or something like that, or on the 10th of June at WWDC, it could be ready for release in September. Or maybe October. You know what I mean? Or it's maybe, they just, with the keynote in September, they'll say, VR's coming out in December. They always usually try to buy a few months there. But, boy, you're going to need a mortgage for that. iPhone 15 and and the Apple VR headset. Yeah, $3,000 is a lot. Probably much more than 4K. My God, that's a lot of money. Well, you know what? You do live in the States, and I read somewhere that Apple has partnered with Goldman Sachs to offer a savings account that could give you up to, I think it was like 4.5% on your savings per year. And that could be interesting. A savings account giving you that much interest? That would be. I'd get into that. If Apple were to have a bank, take my money. I trust Apple more than my bank. Oh my God, what are these creatures doing to me? I'd love to, but I'm not really sure how that would work. I'm afraid of customs. No, like actually if it were an option, but it could be kind of crazy, like shipping something worth 2K euro. I do work at a logistics freight forwarding company, but a quote to send something over there, I could be really expensive. I'd have to get a sales quote, but because we do have a division in your country, and we are also customs brokers. But I don't know. We'd have to ship it through air, and that's expensive. That would be awesome, eh? If I had that amount of money, I'd buy everything for you guys. But if I had that amount of money, I wouldn't be playing the corporate game. Okay, this planet's kind of boring, so let's just get out of here. My God, I'm not even sure I'll be able to buy that myself. Like, I can't spend 3K on that. And it's not like it's the MacBook where you can buy it, use it, and just return it. Like, I don't know how that's gonna work out. Excuse me, sir. Your sweat is on the headset. According to Apple policy, we won't be able to accept your refund. Oh my God, 3K in debt. Yeah, we'll probably see iOS 17, a new version of Mac OS. Well, lots of things in store for us. When's it? It's on the 7th. Is it? Is it the 7th? I'm not sure. Yeah, well, Oh, on the 5th. Oh, Monday. What time? It'll be late here in Europe for sure because they're in California, so 6 p.m. for you. Okay, so that's like what 6? Are you Central European time too? Like GMT +1 or GMT +2? Okay, so we're in the same time zone. Excellent. So we might be able all to be together to watch it. I finish work at 5:15. I should be home at around 6. So yeah, we might be able to, just all together, just follow it, and give our opinions on Discord. That could be fun. I'm looking forward to that. Monday. And that's June, so then it would be July, August, September. So it's like 3 or 4 months later, and my God, I can't believe it. The iPhone 15 is right around the corner. My God. Here we go again. All the rumors. The longest WWDC, eh? We'll have to see. We're going to get our traditional good morning from Tim Crook. With his the guy's from Tennessee, right? I think he's from Tennessee. So he has that, southern accent. So funny. Good morning. Can't the ship go faster? Like it's going at like 2,600 U's per second, but yeah, he's the guy who makes it all fun. And that engineer who's always talking about the chips, that guy's funny too. You know what's something I'm using a lot these days? It's the Apple Fitness Plus subscription plan. I'm using it a lot, and it's actually pretty good. What do I like about it? Well, first of all, the coaches. Yeah, I do have the Apple Watch. I own the Apple Watch Series 6, and it's an awesome device. Like, if you really want to keep track of your fitness, if you're all into if you're into all that information, all that data, there's a lot going on with this little device, especially with Apple Watch 9. If you don't have an Apple Watch, well, you can use it. Yeah, well, if you're massively obsessed with stats, go and get an Apple Watch. I just get the Apple Watch 8, because this thing is monitoring you like 24/7. It's giving me information like how many breaths I'm taking when I'm sleeping, my heart rate at rest, my heart rate when I'm walking, my steps, calorie counter, everything. Yeah, you're going to need a mortgage, bro. You're going to need a new mortgage. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, obviously the Apple Watch at the SE is just as good. I was just thinking that this also has the ECG function, which, meh, we're young. It's not like we're going to be worrying about atrial fibrillation. But yeah, the Apple Watch SE will do you good. It'll do you good. Like, I love it. I'm using it like it's on my wrist 22 hours per day. I sleep with it, and I usually charge it when I'm going to shower in the morning. Just 20 minutes here and there, 30 minutes here and there. The Ultra is pretty cool, but it's like €1,000. Oh my god! I just crashed into that rock. I don't know. I've seen a few actually around town, but I don't know. Like, if you're really into stats and you're really into all that data, go for it. And regarding your question, if it's as useful, well, to be honest, I can't really answer that because I've never actually used Apple Fitness without it. But this whole thing about closing your rings and like monitoring your heart rate and the gyroscope, following your movement and being able to track your calories in a much more precise manner, it all adds up. It all adds up. And on top of that, integration between your watch and your phone. Like, now there are certain things that I've fully delegated to my watch. I've been using it for maybe 6 weeks now. I've been using it actually on a daily basis. It's actually become my daily workout. But like, for example, you can choose whatever you want. Like, for example, I've been using strength workouts. And yeah, like this morning, I chose one of the trainers, one of the coaches, which is this woman called Sam. I also chose, like, you can choose how long you want your workout to be: 10, 15, 20, 25, 45 minutes. I chose 30. And then it allows you to, like, you filter, like, if you want upper body, lower body, full body, or, anything like that. And then it tells you you just have some dumbbells or a mat or whatnot, and then you just get into it. And what I really like is how they actually motivate you, and it's like they're constant. It almost feels like they're there, and because obviously, I don't know, I like it. I'm thinking about maybe I'm using the trial period here, those 3 months you get for free. But once it's over, I may be upgrading to Apple One, because I do have, what do you call it? Apple Fitness, iCloud, Apple Music. It's like, they're making me, it's like Apple's making me buy into their services. It's like, fuck, I should be buying shares by this. Oh, Apple One second, the second tier. And what does that do? Music, TV, cloud. Yeah. Like TV, I have Apple TV. I actually bought the Apple TV device thing. That is, my God, out of this world. That is really, really good. The Apple TV device for your TV. Like, I used to have these Android TV box things. Like, it's garbage. Nothing to do. I finally spent like $180 on the Apple TV. I got it with the Ethernet thingy. Despite the fact I'm not using it, I'm using Wi-Fi right now because my Wi-Fi connection's excellent. And for Netflix and all this shit, you don't really need like much more, but it's really good. And the remote controller is actually pretty good too. It's snappy, it's fast, everything, it's just as you would expect it. It works. It works. But it's expensive though, But everything's expensive. I don't know, like the one I bought I bought the latest one. I went ahead and I paid max price for it with the Ethernet a port, because I thought, like, where I have it in the kitchen now, or with the, I have it on a small TV in the kitchen there. But I was thinking, maybe in the future, if I place it elsewhere and I can have an Ethernet cable hooked up to it, that would be better. But I've been playing games. Like, you can use Apple Arcade on it, and you can pair your controller to the Apple TV thing, and you can play games. Like, well, obviously it's Apple Arcade games. We're not talking about anything special, but still pretty impressive to me. And it's not like it's lagging or anything. Or you know what's something else that's pretty cool? When I'm in the kitchen and I'm, like I'm prepping lunch or I'm just doing the dishes, I'm using my AirPods, and the AirPods are connected to the Apple TV. So, and it automatically picks them up. It's the whole ecosystem. It's just too much. It's too much. The fact that everything just works it's crazy. Like, everything costs lots of money. Believe me. But it works. It's not like you're going to have this on your Xiaomi, Android phone and then using it with your Samsung TV and then on your Windows laptop. And no. That's not going to work. But Apple does a great job at, their ecosystem and integrating all their parts together. It's going to take me 20 minutes to make it here. I don't have 20 minutes. Can't this go faster? Does anybody know if this goes any faster? Use the super thing. Okay, so how does that work? There is a button. Cycle mode. Systems. So I'm hitting A. That's not it. Okay, that's to stop. Go backwards. No. Starship communicator. No. F, G, I don't know. Enter, space. Space bar. Oh my god, Ratty was actually talking to us. Blay, hello, nice friend. Full good, cough, full good. New special toy. Oh my god, there's a planet here. Oh, we'll just head to this planet then. Yeah, I'm not even sure I don't know, yeah, like... Ratty said something. I'm pressing all the buttons on the controller and this thing is not going into hyperspace. It might be something you hold. Photo mode, galaxy map, summon the what? The space anomaly? No. Utilities? R3, L3. Oh, okay, yeah, you were right. So I gotta hold R1 and L1 at the same time with A or B or whatever it is. I'm holding these three buttons at the same time. Yeah, of course, We're landing in the planet in 3 seconds. Let's get out of hyperspace. Okay, here we go. Oh my god, 8 gigabytes of RAM only? I feel ya. Like 8 gigabytes of RAM doesn't cut it for me anymore. Exactly. External storage is just as good. It's just as good. Because you're using the USB 4 Thunderbolt ports and your transfer speeds are going to be nice and fast. Okay, I think it's time to land here on this planet. Too high. Okay, so the back plate of the laptop is still at around 50 degrees, so... Well, there was a time where 16 megabytes used to be the RAM. Oh my god, what's that over there floating in the sky? It looks like, like some floating jellyfish. Oh my. Can I shoot it? No, it looks like a plant. Can I shoot while I'm... Oh, I can build a base. What? Oh, I'm terraforming now. Oh my god. So we can build a cave here. Yeah, I forgot I was in creative mode. Let's go to the center of the earth. Let's go to the core. Okay, it's not allowing me to go any further down. There's a limit here. My god, I'm building my own cave. This could be like your underground base here. You know, this reminds me, have you ever played Red Faction? Kind of reminds me of Red Faction. Remember that you were, yeah, the destruction. I remember in Red Faction, like, if you had the ammo and the tools, you could just, like, dig your way through the map. I think I should go back to where my ship is, at least. Now, what other tools do we have here? Okay, no way out. Oh, here we are. And we weren't actually that deep down. So that's the terraforming tool. What else do we have? Okay, base. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Rock, mountain, underwater, cave. So this is to terraform. Enchiladas. Oh my god, it looks, that probably smells nice. Okay, what if I don't want to terraform? That's nice. Anyways, I'm through with this game. Anything else? Let's just max it out. Let's see what happens. Display and graphics. Let's give it. Let's try to max it out here. That's 4K resolution. I see me rolling. Let's see. Ultra. Sure, why not? Quality. Okay. 20 frames per second. But look at the world. Huh. Okay, now this looks like a game. My God, what were we playing before? Jesus. Look at the guy's suit. Textures are much better now. Like, yeah, the game's lagging, but at least, you know, like... Oh my God! It's one of Rita's, you know, cousins. They're also on this planet. Come here, come here. Gonna give you some food. Ukazi Uka. It's our new friend. So we're going to stress test here the Uka, stay with suit creature now. Feel happy, happy. Okay, not bad. But you got to be my friend, eh? I'm going to kill your other friends. Okay, so let's see. The backplate right now is at 58 degrees and climbing. Okay, and the system, 87 degrees right there. Let's see the cores. Yeah, so it wasn't throttling, so it's you know, actually it's rendering at 4K 20 frames per second. This performance is actually much better than trying to get the game to run at 1080p 60 FPS. If you think about it in relative terms, we're pulling here 20 frames per second at 4K with everything set, like everything maxed out, and it's giving us 20 FPS. This is burning. This is burning like crazy to the touch. Oh my god, you can't even touch that. Let's check it out. Look at that, 59 degrees. That's a lot. There we go, 59.1 degrees Celsius. The bad part here is that everything is heating up. The battery, the SSD. Okay, you're going for dinner. Let us know on your results. Just tell us on Discord. Over here, yeah, 90 degrees. Oh my god, 92 degrees, 93 degrees. Yes, everything. It's burning up. It's burning up. It's too much. And now let's just close the game. Let's just close this chapter of our life and pretend that it never existed. No, I'm just kidding. Put it in the freezer. Well, room temperature right now is this is room temperature, 25.5 degrees Celsius with humidity of 60%. This is my fridge. I have a thermometer in my fridge, and it's all about the data. It's all about the information. You know, we need information. And these are other rooms. So yeah, it's gotten warm in here. Actually, this is outside temperature, 20.7 degrees. This is some other room in the house, and this is where I am. Yeah, we love information. Oh yeah, love it. And if I could export all this information onto a spreadsheet and come out with like graphs and all that shit, and oh my god, I'd spend my hours doing that. Okay. Oh yeah, like let's see here. I'm gonna get rid of this. Enough of that. We don't need to see this anymore. Okay. And let's see if the system's actually cooling down. Well, look at that. It's cooling down actually. Yeah, this is actually the best. So this was us playing up until now. Yeah, because it's bugged. I don't know. Like in theory, I closed it, but it's still running here. I don't know. The game screwed up. I'm gonna have to kill the process here. Just go here and force quit. Not responding. I wonder why. Let's kill it. Oh yeah, this is 100% Apple approved. This is actually, you know, in my opinion, it's kind of poor. I'm not sure if I actually installed here Resident Evil 8. Did I? Did I delete it? I think I deleted it. Yeah, I deleted it. It's a pity you didn't buy it on Steam. You actually bought it through one of those code thingamajiggies. Otherwise, you'd be able to ask for a refund. That's a pity right there. I'm not sure if it's around here anywhere. I think I deleted it. Yeah. I didn't pay for it. Yeah, because I bought it already before. Because I tried it on that GeForce thingamajiggy thing, but I had to pay for it back in the day. I'm not sure how much I paid for it, and right now I don't care. I own the game on Xbox and I own the game on Steam, and I haven't played it. Anyway, we're gonna let you go have dinner. I'm gonna go myself. Tears of the Kingdom, really? But can't you play it on your can't you play it on the Mac on the M1 MacBook Air? Does it not work? That's odd. Well, I own it for Switch. Luckily, I'm playing it here. So, anyways, guys, yeah. Actually, I should stream more often than not. So, guys, take care. Reflection. Have a great dinner. Hope those enchiladas are tasty. And yeah, I'll catch you guys around Discord. Take care.